Yo, what's up, you guys? Nem here. I just want to make a video in response to Apefather again. And yeah, I got the video games in the background today, and the green screen that I never use that I'm gonna have to sell, or should sell soon. I also have some professional lights, studio lights there I never use because I haven't streamed in forever. I used to stream on Twitch. But anyway, real quick, I also want to say, God, this camera makes me look like I'm crying. What the fuck's going off my eyes? Must be allergies or something. Congratulations to my girlfriend. She finally got her driver's license. Third time's the charm. She didn't pass the first two times, but the third time she got her license, and I'm very proud of her. And now I don't have to drive an hour and a half back and forth from her workplace. You know, dropping her off and picking her up. So that's kind of nice for me. And I'm sure it's nice for her because now she can drive wherever she wants by herself. And very proud of you, babe. Congratulations. Now, to the Apefather. Now, I didn't watch the video that he's talking about with Tendie time. I guess Tendie time said three strikes you're out, whatever the fuck that means. I guess Tendie time was like, oh, I trusted you once, twice, not the third time or whatever. And I really don't know what that guy. All I know about him is I watched a couple of his videos in the past, and similar to what I do, he makes videos in his car, you know, vlogs and stuff like that, or response videos. But I don't really watch the guy that much. But anyway, Apefather talks about how he feels like he's been used and abused, you know, mentally, emotionally. I don't think physically, hopefully not, but about people, you know, trusting people and having them take advantage and disrespect you and all that stuff. Like he said that Tendie Time was a struggling YouTuber. Now, I myself, I barely get like 10 views a video. I guess I suck at this. I don't know. And like I never show up in the algorithm. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I don't advertise. The only thing I'll say is like in my comment section to like and subscribe, but I don't say it in my videos. I don't have a Twitter, or I have a Twitter, but I like barely use it. I don't go on Reddit. I don't do any of that shit. I don't advertise anything, and I don't cry about it either. So I just do this for fun, and ultimately what I just want is a discussion, but I can't even get that. I can't even get people to watch my videos. And I mean, I'll get like maybe one person out of like 10 that actually give me, you know, constructive criticism or a positive comment, but most times just hate, so whatever. But one thing I don't do, and I'm not saying Tendie Time does this, is I don't cry to other YouTubers saying, please get me famous, please get me popular, get me views. That's really shallow and annoying, to be honest with you. I know when I used to stream on Twitch, and I've about, if I probably kept going, I probably could have got popular. I have about 2,000 followers or whatever. But I went through a depressive state. Something happened to me, and I just didn't want to stream anymore. I didn't care. I'm not going to get into that, but I just went cold turkey, and I just didn't stream anymore. But one thing I did notice is, it's annoying as fuck, is when people come into your live stream, and I wasn't popular. Like, I stream mostly Resident Evil games, fighting games, survival horror and fighting games were like my thing on Twitch, and I was pretty much exclusive to those type of audiences. And I'd get people who would come in like, I don't fucking play League of Legends. I frankly don't like League of Legends, and I don't give a shit what people say. It's not my kind of thing. People like those games, it's cool. I'm not hating on those people. But I get people who would come in that have nothing to do with Resident Evil, nothing to do with survival horror, nothing to do with fighting games. They play like Minecraft, which is something I'm also not interested in, League of Legends, and they would just advertise without not even asking. They'd be like, come out, check out my Twitch channel at www.blah. And, you know, I'm willing to give a shout out. Then I'm talking about when I used to stream on Twitch. I'd be willing to give a shout out if you just ask me. Like, just send me a message saying, hey man, can you help me out? Give me a shout out. You know, but to randomly show up and just post a link is really shady and lame. And the reason I'm bringing this up is people Um, they're looking to just get, and not give. And I experienced that a lot on Twitch, where people would just take advantage and stuff like that. They would be like, "Oh, help me out," and stuff like that, and you help them out, and then you never hear from them again. I used to give giveaways, do giveaways, where I'd buy games and give them out, and they say that they're a viewer, but give them a game, and then you never see them again. And I had to figure out a way to actually give prizes and presents and gifts and all that stuff to my actual viewers, my actual audience, and not these wannabes. So it's difficult to see who's loyal, see who's actually a friend, and who's going to be there for you. I experienced a lot of that on Twitch, and I experienced that a lot in real life. And every time it happens, every time you give your heart to someone, trust someone, and they walk all over you. In Hawaii, we have something. It's a saying: "Don't take my kindness as a weakness," which is basically, don't think me being nice to you or helping you, you could take advantage of me and walk all over me. And unfortunately, that has happened to me. God, dozens of times probably. One that really hit home was I had two friends. I'm not going to mention their names. We were friends for many years, and we played a lot of fighting games together, Tekken, and basically something happened, and I thought they would have my back. I did a lot for these guys. I helped one of them find a place to live. Another one, I helped with his finals for school and stuff like that. We traveled together, and I lent him money to buy stuff because he didn't have any money. Of course, he paid me back. I fed them. I picked them up. I drove them to places. I was like their chaperone. I did a lot for them. And not to say, in the beginning they did stuff for me. Like I remember, I still have some of the gifts that one of them gave me. But something happened. We had a falling out, and I did something in the wrong. And no matter how many times I apologized about what happened, they just didn't want to hear me out at all. They just shut me out. And what really made me upset is another person involved in the situation. They did something far worse. I would say far worse. They were probably on the same level of what happened with me. And they forgave that person. They just kind of like shoved me under the rug. And even though we were friends for 5-6 years, something like that, they just didn't want to help me out, and I thought they were my friends, and apparently not. And no matter what I did for them, financially, emotionally, I was always there for them. I always heard them out, stuff like that. They couldn't return. They couldn't return the same hospitality, the same type of commitment and humility, I guess, to me. And it hurt a lot. And for months and months and months, I felt very depressed, very sad, had a lot of anxiety. Because when shit like that happens, you don't ever want to trust anyone ever again. You don't ever want to help them out. You say fuck the world and fuck everybody in it, to be honest. But unfortunately for me, I don't have a cold heart. I have moments. I'm not perfect, and I think it takes a lot, being a human being, being a man, to admit when you're wrong. And the fact that they can't do that makes me think they're kind of weak, in my opinion. They definitely should at least hear me out, give me a chance, as I gave them a chance several times. So yeah, I know the feeling of what Apefather's saying, where he helps people out and they walk all over you. I've been in relationships, where I've had ex-girlfriends do terrible stuff to me. Things that, when you realize what they do, like, how did you even date this person? Like, the fact that they would do something so heinous, so evil, you're like, man, how I thought I knew this person, and like, what are you? You're like a fucking monster. You're like a demon. You're an awful. You're a piece of shit. You know, you're an awful human being. Yeah, there's been so many times, and it really makes me upset and sad because whenever I get an opportunity to make friends now, I keep my distance. Like I keep an extreme distance. Like I don't really want to know you. I don't really want to. I'll be nice to you. Like I'm not gonna be an asshole and be like, you know, get the fuck out of my way, leave me alone, don't talk to me. But I willing like if I meet someone and they're like, oh hey, how you doing? By the way, I got a party, or you want to go to the beach sometime? Go to the bar. I purposely will not go or do those things anymore. I kind of don't want to make new friends ever again. After so many times of my heart, my soul, everything broken, and you know you got to build the pieces back together over and over and over, and it just wears you down. And being in my 30s, I just don't care anymore, and I can spot a mile away now when people are fake. So as far as the other people like Phil for real and stuff like that, I don't you mentioned a couple other people. I don't know. Veronica, I think his name. Don't give people money. I found out that I'll give you a situation. Well, I'll give you several situations. Never ever give someone, if they're begging for money, teach them how to make money. Like there's a saying, give a man a fish, he'll eat for, you know, that meal. Teach a person to fish, they'll eat for a lifetime. And I mean, in their emergency situations, you know, if someone's like, "Oh, I need $20 or something like that," you know, my car has no gas or something like that. But I noticed that, and people might call me, you know, a heinous asshole or cold heart, but the people who beg are actually the people that don't need it. I've lent out money, I've given money, and they always, you know, they say I'll pay you back. They never pay me back, and I don't mean like $20. Like I have friends who'll be like, "Oh, you have $20. I want to get something to eat." And they'll pay me back. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like a substantial amount of money, hundreds of dollars and stuff like that. And I've had situations where I've given that money, and I have to fight tooth and nail to get it back. Sometimes you don't even get it back at all. And once you give money to a friend, colleague, whatever, that you instantly or over time you create this stigma. There's always going to be this stigma until you get that money back. Like, hey, you got my money, you know, like that. And then they get annoyed, you get annoyed, because they're like, okay, I'll get your fucking money, you know. And then once they give you the money back, you know, there's this kind of awkward feeling, you know, like they're never going to ask you for money again. They probably don't like you. They're probably not going to be your friend anymore. So money is always bad when there's beggars. I had a situation in Seattle. Now, my philosophy is, and you know, I have some issues. You know, I suffer from depression, anxiety. I'm not perfect. I have some mental disorders as well. But I feel if you got 2 arms and 2 legs, you can fucking work, in my opinion. And I've worked for a very long time. I've had a job since I was 13. I've worked at McDonald's, Pizza Hut, pool cleaning, construction. I was a painter. I was a delivery driver. I worked in sales, retail sales several times, GameStop, Sears. I worked for cable companies. If you have 4 limbs, you can do something to make money. I don't care who the fuck you are. So I believe, unless you are disabled or if you have severe trauma to your head, like you have a mental disability that is so bad that you cannot work, most people that are homeless are faking it, in my opinion. That's what I believe, especially in my town. I've seen scammers where people will hold up signs saying they need money, and they don't. I saw one guy with his girlfriend holding up a sign saying they need money, they're poor, blah blah. They had the raggedy clothes, and then when nobody was looking, when the traffic died down, they got in the fucking Mustang GT, or a Mustang, a nice car, their car. So it's all a bunch of bullshit. And in Seattle, when I was with a couple of friends, which again, I don't even know if they're my friends anymore, because, you know, some of them I still talk to, but I had a huge group of friends, and no matter how many times I message, some of them, they don't respond back to me. I have about 2 out of the 6 that still talk to me. Anyway, but that's besides the point. I'm just bringing that up again because, you know, friends come and go, and it's hard to trust people. Excuse me. Oh, God. Anyway, I was in Seattle. This was back in 2018, maybe 2019. No. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. This is way back. 2013. Penny Arcade Expo. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. Awesome place, by the way. I don't know what it's like now, but when I went there, I got like tons of free shit, like t-shirts and games and codes, and cosplayers were there. I got to meet Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, the guy who voiced Duke Nukem, John St. John, and man, those were good times. Hopefully I can go to a convention again someday. Yeah. Anyway, while I was in Seattle, we stayed at this hotel, and there was a homeless person outside the hotel asking for money, and I felt bad. At the time, I was 25, 24, 25. Oh wait, I'm 20, 27. 27, I think. I gave him $50, and that was the worst fucking thing I could have done, because ever since I gave $50, the homeless, him and his homeless friends, hassled the fuck out of me the entire time. I was there for a week. Every day, they followed me to the convention. They followed me to the auditorium. There was an auditorium where there was guest speakers and stuff like that, and they would not stop harassing me because I gave that one sign of generosity to a homeless person, $50, and they would not. And then I had to yell at them. I said, "Leave me the fuck alone. Get away from me." And there'd be another homeless person, and just it would not stop. You know, they take your kindness as a weakness, and it was awful. It was a very bad experience. It was almost to the point where I wanted to switch to a different hotel. It was fucking terrible. So that's my story about that. And then yeah. So anyways, I know this is kind of a deep video. Nobody's gonna fucking watch it anyway, so what do I care? I just want to pretty much I'm just making this video for Apefather to watch, because I know nobody will watch this except for the Apefather. So Apefather, since you're the only one that's probably gonna watch this, I just want to let you know that I feel for you, and I will not ask you for a damn thing. I don't want anything from you, to be honest with you, and I mean that as a being respectable to you. I'm not Italian, or at least I don't think I'm Italian. I'm Polish, Russian, German, Austrian, and a little bit of Indian, I believe, or whatever, but I don't think I have any Italian blood. But I am a strong believer on respect. I am a strong believer on earning your keep, earning your bread, and not getting by on other people's generosity. And I know my girlfriend's probably gonna watch this and make fun of me, but I don't know. That's what I believe. And I respect Apefather for having kids to raise and giving them the best lives that a kid could have. You know, I didn't grow up without a dad. My mom raised me. So my dad kind of been out of my life since I was 3. I visited him a couple of times, but he's not a good person. And you know, I love my mom. She's not the perfect person, but she does the best she can, and I respect that. And and I see her go through hard times as well. We all do. And I'm very generous how she raised me, and I'm very lucky to have a mom like her. And I'm sure Apefather's kids are very lucky to have a mom and father like the Apefather, and I don't know his wife's Jessica or Jennifer or something like that. She seems like a nice woman, nice wife, and you should be proud to have a family like you do, Apefather. And all the haters. And one more thing, what sick fucks people who are commenting about a kid with a disability? You're fucking sick. Seriously. That is absolutely fucking disgusting that you would make fun of a kid who has autism. Honestly, the people who comment, I hope you go to hell. I hope you fry in hell. It's fucking disgusting that you would say shit like that about a kid for a YouTuber. And if you comment sick shit like that on my channel, I will block your ass. You can say anything you want about me, but when you attack kids, fuck you. No, seriously, go fuck yourself. That's fucking absolutely disgusting. Especially since one of my best friends has autism. Asperger's or autism or whatever. And I've had to take care of him because he's had medical issues. Mental and medical issues. So, for people who think that shit's funny, I don't wish you ill will. I know I told you to go to hell, but I hope in this life, I hope nothing bad happens to you. But you seriously need to look in the mirror and think about shit like that. That is repulsive. And shame on you for saying shit like that. Anyway, I think that's all I want to say about Apefather's video. Again, if anybody watches this and you don't have to subscribe to me, I just want some constructive criticism. Leave your comments or whatever. You can leave hate comments about me all you want. Call me fat fuck, disgusting. You know, you want to make fun of my lip. I have whatever reason when I talk, my lip goes like that. I don't know why. I was born with that. Do what you want. It doesn't hurt me. I've worked in retail where I've had people scream in my face. I've had, being a delivery driver, I've had knives held up to my throat because their pizzas were late. I worked in a call center dealing with people screaming at me for 8 hours a day. There's nothing you could do to upset me. But again, mess with kids, that upsets me. That's disgusting. Anyway, I will make another video probably tomorrow. I got some stuff I want to say about that Patrick guy, Patrick Whalen, I don't know what his name is, spreading FUD about AMC. Like, I don't want to get into it, but the guy doesn't give any facts. He only looks at TAs and fundamental levels, and I personally think he's an idiot, and he doesn't know what a short squeeze is. He says the 70 mark was a short squeeze. No, it wasn't. And he never brings up short interests. He never brings up, the fact that they have shorts and that they're they do ladder attacks with AMC. He never brings up any of that. He just talks about fundamentals, that AMC is a failing company. You guys know who I'm talking about. His videos pissed me the fuck off. I'm gonna make a video about him, and he's spreading a lot more FUD now. He used to attack AMC like once every couple of months, but he's been going on like this rampage for like I've seen 4 videos the last 2-3 weeks, and he just talks shit about AMC, and he doesn't bring up any like supporting evidence. Anyway, I don't want to get on a tangent about that. That'll probably be my next video. I want to talk about him, so his fans can attack me. You know, dude lives in Hawaii too. I wish I knew where he lived. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Peace out and aloha.